Hey y'all, how we doing today? Mike here with Blueface Plus. Thanks again for tuning in. Today, I want to talk to you all about doing these head gaskets on a 150 horsepower two-stroke Mariner outboard engine. We've been working on this boat engine. I got a few videos on there just about some of the stuff we're doing. So with the electronics, we're trying to restore spark. Weren't getting good compression in two of the cylinders. We were getting zero in a couple of them. We went ahead and put some products in there to help kind of help with the compression, lubricate the piston rings, and hopefully if any of them were seized up. We did notice a slight increase in the pressures, but two of the cylinders we were getting like 30 pounds. So my next thing here is to go ahead and pull these heads off and go ahead and replace these head gaskets. So before we go ahead and get out there and start pulling some heads, let me show you what these gaskets look like. Alrighty, here are the head gaskets. We got it from a distributor, Hoppy Mac Marine, out of Florida, I believe. So just an overall view of these gaskets. They seem pretty decent, standard. Looks like a block side. Overall, the quality pretty sturdy and pretty tough stuff. So let's go ahead and get out there and crack these head bolts and pull these heads off and check these cylinders and see what they look like. I'm hoping this helps us with our compression problem. If not, we'll probably be needing a rebuild, so which I cannot do. I'll need to find somebody. So let's hope we don't have to do that. Let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, here we are. A beautiful nice day today. I'm going to be trying to pull this head off to do an inspection on this cylinder. So I went ahead, obviously we took this electric box off, pretty straightforward. Just 4 bolts and that kind of sit in this ground wire. It sits to the side. So this is what we're looking at here. There's this center here. The wire runs over down to a butt connector. I just popped that off. So I'm just going to leave this wire because I don't want to mess with this sensor at all. This bolt here is very tough to get to. So what I did is I got a 14 millimeter and I got it in here. And I was able to tap at it with the rubber mallet to get it to break loose. So first thing I'm going to do is probably try to get all these broken loose, whether the mallet technique or just breaking it loose with this or an impact. I just don't want to get too crazy with that. My first attempt was this little guy down in there, and that was not working. I was like, thought the head was gonna have to come off. So, but we're gonna cut these zip ties. We're gonna pull these 2 little water lines off, and then we're gonna break all these bolts loose real quick and see how that all goes. Alrighty guys, so I'm basically using the 14 shallow in this, and I may have to use an extension on another one, but basically I'm just kind of tapping it in there, scrape off a little bit of the paint, and all I'm going to do is hold this secure and try and give it a few whacks. And that's it right there. Go around and do that to everyone, and then look, it's like butter. So just be patient and go around, break them all loose, and just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Alrighty guys, just to show you, I went ahead with the mallet, tapped them all, broke them all loose, a few whacks, broke them loose. Now I'm just going to take them. They're literally, once you get them, I don't know if I'm just lucky, but literally I can back these all the way out now by hand. No power tool needed. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out each one. Let me show you what one kind of looks like. Alright, and I'm going to go from the left to right all the way up, setting them down so I don't get them mixed up, because I want the same bolt to go into the same hole when I put them back in. So let me show you what that looks like once I get all these out. So I went ahead and took out all the head bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got a total of 12. So this is the bottom left, bottom right, and then all the way up to the top. So when we go to install these, we're going to put them back the same way. And they want you to use, I believe, just some 2-stroke motor oil and put it on the threads. No Loctites or nothing when you go to start doing your torque sequence, and we'll go over that here when we're doing the head gasket. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and just start tapping on this with this mallet. Hopefully, seems like it's on there pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and just tap around. Hopefully get that thing to pop off of there. There it is, right there. There she goes. And we got little dowels in there, so dowel pins, so just be careful working this off. Come on, baby. I don't think we're missing anything. There she is. All right, that's what we got. Hey. All right. Let me see. Let me get y'all a closer look in here. But that's what the head looks like off. Set that down out the way. Not good, y'all. Not good at all. Oh, that looks pretty bad in there. Alright, so here we go. Cylinders, and if you see here, there's some scoring. It's not that deep, but you know, that could be a significant reason why we're losing some compression. But overall, I guess that's not that bad. I'm gonna have to put my flywheel back on so I can rotate it, but like that feels nice. This just feels like it's not lubed up, like it just wasn't, you know, getting much oil in there. So I'm gonna have my mechanic come over and do a little inspection on this. Got the dowel pins. So, but what we'll do is we'll clean up the gasket as much as we can before we put a new gasket on that side and this side. The gasket is definitely pretty well deteriorated, so, and I don't know if there's really any signs of water getting into it, but hopefully looks like this is a high spot here. So I was wondering, maybe right here, maybe we're losing some of that compression through a blowover into this water jacket. So that's kind of what I was hoping, but we'll see what happens. Alrighty guys, so my mechanic said there is some slight scoring in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and just still continue what I'm doing. And I went ahead and cleaned up around the heads, or on here. I went ahead and just slowly scraped off any excess, sprayed a little bit of carb clean just to kind of clean off any oils. Here's what the new head looks like, or the old head. I cleaned it up, scraped off the old head gasket, went ahead and scraped it and washed it off, put some degreaser on it to clean it up. We got the new head gasket here. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get that out, we're gonna set that on. And here is the toasted old one here, still kind of held together, halfway decent. The only thing I could think of was right here. If you look on the top, it almost seemed like there was water blowing into the cylinder. So I'm thinking maybe it might just be a little bit more corrosion than anything. And when I was doing the head too, right here, it was rusted. So I was thinking maybe compression was blowing through on the cylinder. So hopefully that's the theory, but if not, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to continue on and put this head gasket on so we can show you the process. So I'm going to open this up and set it on the block. Make sure this is the block side. Alrighty, so it's got the two dowels on there. So we're going to go ahead and just double check. They're pretty much the same way. Push it in. Push it in, and then it sits right there, just like that. So now we're going to go ahead and place this cylinder head on there. Should be about the same process to set it on there. Alrighty. Should just sit right in there on the dowels. Just like that. She's on there. So now I'm going to clean up my screw holes, and I'm going to start in the bottom and just put them all in, get them all hand tight. And then we're going to go ahead and get ready to torque them in. Put a little bit of two-stroke on them before you put it in. Alrighty guys, we went ahead, we put everything in hand tight. Now we got to do the sequence. Looks like we're going to do everything. We're going to torque everything in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. These were very tough to get to, so got to do your best to get those. And then when you're done doing 30 foot-pounds, we're going to come back and we're going to do 90 degrees. So wish me luck. Here we go. I'm going to get started on that. Alrighty guys, in sequence, 30 foot-pounds. You want to use a short socket. Try not to use the long extension. But just be very careful. So when you go ahead and torque it, you're going to feel it. So that's 30 foot-pounds on one. So now we're going to go over to number 2, which is over here. And I went through with a regular socket and did the sequence and just kind of did a good hand torque. And now I'm actually going over and I'm doing 30 foot-pounds. So here we go, 30. There it is, 30 right there. 1, 2. Now we got to go down to 3. Right there. And we got to go across 4. Alright, there's 4, 5. Oh. 5 right here. 5. 6. We're at 6. Okay, they actually have them numbered too. I can see 6 here, so they're actually numbered. Wow. 6, 7. Man, I don't know if hand tightening them was, obviously my hand tight was probably a little bit, but we still got to do the 90, so 8, and I did do sequence, so 8. 9. 10. 11. Look at that. You can actually get it in there. 12. 12 right there. Alright, so now we're going to go back in the sequence and we're going to do a 90. So I believe that's like this, and that's it. So we're going to go to 1. I think I'm going to use the extension on this, so that way I don't, less chance of bumping anything. So if I go 1, man, I don't know, it's going to hit there, but if I go like this, it's going to hit. Let me get an extension too. I'm just going to show you guys here. So 1. Alright, so 1's here. So we're going to go on 90. Straight down. 1. Alright, so that was it right there. That's 90 degrees. So that's 1, 2. Here we go. 2. That's 90 degrees. 3. Drop down to 3. 90. There we go. 4. Yeah, right there we go. 4. Let it go up to 5. Like I said, they're numbered too, so it helps you out. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. I'm gonna have to just kind of do what I can with this. Looks like if I go here, I'm gonna have to go all the way down. Sheesh, I don't know if I like that. Alright, I got past it. All this stuff's in my way. That's about there. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. There. All right, that should be 90, and then 12. Try to do the same thing. There we go. That's 90. So that's how you torque them in your heads. We're going to go ahead and put the plugs back in. We're going to hook this wire back up, hook our water jacket back up, and that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to be doing the same thing on the other side, but I appreciate y'all sticking there with me. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. If you have a head gasket you're trying to do on an outboard, this is how you do a head gasket replacement on a 150 horsepower 2-stroke outboard. Now, if there's anything you see I could have done differently, please comment down below. This is just entertainment. You know, I enjoy doing this. This is kind of my free time here, and if I could share and help somebody else work on their stuff. I am no mechanic, so like I said, take all this information with a grain of salt, but I appreciate y'all watching. And stay tuned for any other videos. We're going to get this electrical stuff started and turned back on, and then we'll do a compression test and see if that helped us with those numbers. So, thanks guys. Take care. Stay tuned. God bless. Alrighty guys, we got the other one off. This side's a lot better. These babies are, you know, pretty decent. So I'm hoping this side was just more of a blown head gasket, so I went ahead and pulled that off. So it's going to be the same procedure. This is what the other one looked like. Alrighty.